Hello everyone, welcome to studyIQ IS English channel. My name is Shubham Sagar. Today we'll talk about this issue. Tamil Nadu fights back. What is Tamil Nadu fighting against? Centre's Waqf bill sparks outrage. So the second statement gives the answer. What is Tamil Nadu fighting against? What is this Waqf Amendment Bill 2024? Yes, it is 2024. We are currently in 2025, but there are certain contentious issues in this Waqf Amendment Bill, because of which there are so many protests which are going in different regions of the country, Tamil Nadu included. So what has happened in Tamil Nadu now? Why we are saying now? Because Tamil Nadu is in news for so many things which they have done and which they are continuously doing. And again, so right now we'll talk about Tamil Nadu and its stance against the Waqf bill. And there will be three major questions which we have to understand here. Whether this particular Waqf amendment bill, which is proposed by Centre, which is proposed by Parliament rather, but again, which is trying to amend the original Waqf Act of 1995, if I'm not wrong, whether it will undermine, this Waqf Amendment Bill will undermine religious freedom. When you're trying to include non-Muslim member in this Waqf board, what are you trying to do with that? Then there are other issues also. Waqf by user principle, what is it? What is actually Waqf? What is this movable property or immovable property? What is the basic meaning associated with that? When it comes to Waqf, what is movable property? What is immovable property? We have to talk about all these things. We'll solve some questions also. So whether this Waqf Amendment Bill undermines religious freedom or not. Second question, whether all these things, and there are I have made so many videos up until now here, current affairs videos, and more often than not, I keep on talking about that. What are the main issues? Main issue is education. Main issue is health. Main issue is, we should have employment. These are the main issues. So when we talk about Waqf Amendment Bill, which is trying to change something in the Waqf Act, whether it is actually a tool to divert attention from the real issues such as employment, health, education, etc. So you have to answer that, whatever you feel like. And then once we are done with this article, you can answer this also, whether or not you support Tamil Nadu's stance on this Waqf Amendment Bill. Why we are talking about this issue? March 28, 2025, Hindu page number 1. Tamil Nadu adopts resolution against Waqf Amendment Bill. What is Tamil Nadu's issue related to Waqf Amendment Bill? Tamil Nadu is saying that understand one thing, we have fundamental rights. Articles 25 to 28 talk about religious freedom, that minorities, they have a religious freedom to do certain things on their own. And according to Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister Sir M.K. Stalin, he is saying that, and he has said a lot of things. One thing is, when we are doing, or the many provisions of Waqf Amendment Bill undermines Article 25 to 28, especially Article 26. And if you know what is this Article 26 all about, you can post it in the comment section. Religious freedom is undermined. The resolution argued that the bill was against the interest of Muslims. And they are also saying that you are, in a way, what you are trying to do is you are trying to economically target the Muslims by taking away their Waqf property. How that will happen, we will understand it. So political standpoint, all political parties except BJP, they were unanimous when it comes to opposing Waqf Amendment Bill. BJP, again, here we are not interested in the political party stance, with due respect to all political parties here. Rather, what we are majorly focused about here is pro and the negative points. What are the good things associated with Waqf Amendment Bill, if any, and what are the bad things or not so good things associated with Waqf Amendment Bill, so that we have a balanced viewpoint when it comes to any questions asked in UPSC mains, or even in pre, but more so in mains and other exams as well. So, Chief Minister's statement. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin said that Constitution provide religious groups with the right to follow their faith, Article 25 to 28. He argued that the government had a duty now to protect the rights, and this is detrimental to Muslim minorities, and that's why they are opposing this bill. What is the current status of this Waqf Amendment Bill 2024? It has been sent to JPC, Joint Parliamentary Committee. Here also, something will be said. Tamil Nadu will be saying something about this JPC, whether everybody is getting the right to share their views with JPC or not. And that is an issue which is going on currently in Lok Sabha as well. Many opposition leaders, they say that they are not given enough time to raise their issues and all those stuff. Again, if you have anything to say about that issue, again, you can post it in the comment section. So let's come back. So BJP is saying that, sir, there are so many Waqf properties and we don't know what these properties are being used for. We want to keep a track of these Waqf properties so that they are not used for any not so good activities. Like, we have to keep a track of these work properties. Sometimes they are not even registered. Some people will say that, okay, this is a work for land, or this is my work for money, and I will be using it for charitable or religious purposes. I'm not even documenting it. How will we keep a track of work for property? We need to keep a track of work property for national issues along with other reasons. So that is like one of the BJP member in Tamil Nadu. She said that there are issues and there are complaints related to work for property and its uses. For what purpose are you using work for property? Are you using it for radicalization purpose or something else? So there are issues, and that's what BJP is saying. Again, more than the political parties, think about the for and the against stance. The thing which you can use to support that work amendment bill is needed because government is citing that we have to keep a track of work property so that we can know what these properties are actually being used for, whether it is being used for radicalization or not. All these things are important to know. The opposition is you are violating Articles 25 to 28, especially Article 26, and you are violating the rights of minorities, especially Muslim in this case, by including non-Muslim in their work for board or by proposing to do that. She claimed that the amendments aim to ensure transparency, accountability, and better representation for women. How it will do that, we'll talk about it. Concerns over JPC. So the current status is this is still a bill, Waqf Amendment Bill. So when it will be passed by Parliament, it will become an act. It's still not an act. So the original act prevails, 1995 Act, if I'm not wrong. But what is the current status? Sent to JPC, Joint Parliamentary Committee. Ideally, Joint Parliamentary Committee should listen to all these voices, and this is the criticism. Law Minister in Tamil Nadu, and they are saying that he's saying that the views of its members from Tamil Nadu were disregarded. DMK MPs again, they are also saying that they were not allowed to express their opinions. Similar kind of things have been shared or expressed in Lok Sabha also, or it has been stated in Parliament also, that sometimes when you're seeing or watching Lok Sabha videos, Rajya Sabha videos, and LSTV, RSTV, you will see that ruling party and their leaders, they are getting more time, and opposition leaders, they are not getting that much time on LSTV or RSTV. Again, none of these points are my views. These has been at least by different political parties. What is your view regarding it? Are we undermining the amount of time we are giving to opposition leaders in LSTV or RSTV, or do you think, sir, no, sir, since they're already lesser in number, so that's why they're getting lesser time? Whatever is your view, again, you can post on that also. Fine, sir. Economic impact. Raghupati, again, Tamil Nadu's, as you can see here, law minister, sir, he's saying that the bill is an economic assault, because then you will be saying that there are certain work for properties. Sometimes what happens in Islam, you will say that this is my work for land, I will be using it for religious or charitable purpose, and you will not even document it. Now, government using this work amendment bill can take away that property of yours, or can say that this is a non-work property, it cannot be used for work purposes, and this is how it will be an economic assault. So PMK again, rather than the parties focus on their viewpoints, they suggested that, or PMK suggested that this bill can proceed only if you hear us, if you give us a chance to say something in JPC and take our views, understand our views, what we are trying to say, and give proper heed and respect to our views. Then only we can think about the different portions of this Waqf Amendment Bill. So Waqf Amendment Bill, what it tries to do, please understand the original act. Let's say we talk about RTI, Right to Information Act 2005. We talk about RT 2009. Please remember the original year, that is actually important. So management of Waqf property. Now, many people, this news is going on and on and on. So many people, they like talk about Waqf property, but believe me, sometimes people don't even know what is Waqf property. So please pay attention here. Waqf refers to the permanent dedication of movable or immovable property. Now, what is movable? What is immovable? So immovable is mostly your land, your buildings. So that is immovable. What is movable? Money is movable. Jewelry is movable. Shares are movable. So how Waqf can be movable? Let's say I have some money and I want to devote it for religious purpose. I am a Muslim. So that will be my Waqf, movable Waqf. Immovable Waqf. So I have a land, I have a building. So I will associate it for religious or charitable purpose. In that case, it will be an immovable Waqf. Hope you're understanding this. For religious, pious or charitable purpose, recognized under Islamic law. What are the provisions in this amendment bill of 2024, which people are opposing to? Sorry, my again voice is gone. Eligibility to create Waqf. Again, you can see there are so many issues which people are protesting against. Here, this is a very interesting point. Bill stipulates that only individuals who have been practicing Islam for at least 5 years. From where have you got this data? Why 5 years? Why not 1 year? Why not 2 years? So you are trying to say that the people who have immediately converted, they cannot assign or create the Waqf property. This introduces a distinction between recent converts and long-term practitioner of Islam. And people have issues with this. Composition of Waqf board. You are introducing non-Muslim member in the Waqf board. What are you trying to do? Again, are you not trying to interfere in the affairs of religious minorities, or are you allowed to do that? So state governments are permitted to appoint non-Muslim chief executive officers, and at least, there is no at most, at least 2 non-Muslim members to the state Waqf board. This aims to broaden the representation within these boards. If you're doing that, so let's do it for all other religion. Then let's say other religion, they have their own representation. Introduce other religion members in those other religions, so-called other religion. Please understand this. People have an issue that, sir, this is their internal affair. Let them do what they want to do. But again, government has a point when government is saying that we have to have a track of these Waqf board to prevent the so-called radicalization, to prevent or to understand what they are using these Waqf board actually for, because there are allegations against it. That's what government talks about or say about Waqf board. Hope you're understanding all these scenarios, the pro and the against part. The favor point, the points which favors Waqf Amendment Bill, that is not that much, but the points and which are not favoring Waqf Amendment Bill. Again, I will not take any side. You people have to take side. Whether you support this Waqf Amendment Bill or you don't support it, whether you support Tamil Nadu's stance or not, or whether do you feel that, again, these kind of bills and all those issues are being brought up to divert our attention from mean or the actual issues which our country is facing. So the bill proposes the establishment of a central portal. Again, what this bill is saying that if you have a Waqf property, you have to get it registered, you have to get it streamlined on this portal, else it is not a Waqf property. We can take it anytime, we can assign it as non-Waqf as well. So controversial aspects, removal of Waqf by user. So just because you said it by your mouth that this is a Waqf property, you're using it for charitable purpose, whether it is movable or immovable, that doesn't count. You have to get it registered. So this bill seeks to eliminate the Waqf by user provision, which allows properties to be recognized as Waqf based on long-term use. I'm using this land for religious or charitable purpose for a long period, but I've not registered it, then it is no longer a Waqf land according to this provision. Without formal documentation, you have to get it documented that this is your Waqf land. Critics argue that this could lead to loss of properties traditionally used for community purpose. Government stance is no, we need a track, and we can keep a track of Waqf properties only when they are documented. How will we know then whether a property is Waqf or not if it is not documented? Anybody can say this is Waqf, that is Waqf. So we need to keep a track, that is government stance. Inclusion of non-Muslims in Waqf board, and this we have discussed. It has sparked debate. Supporters claim that it promotes inclusivity and transparency. In GS3, you have a topic, inclusive growth of all sections of society, leaving no one behind. And then it has different dimensions, social inclusion, political inclusion, economic inclusion, cultural inclusion. So maybe government is saying that, or the supporters of this amendment bill is saying that this whole thing will promote cultural inclusion because non-Muslims will also participate in the Waqf board. Okay, while opponents view it as an interference in Muslim religious affairs. So again, these are the points which you are understanding. What are the issues with this Waqf bill? What opposition is saying? What the proponents or the supporters of this particular bill is saying? Eligibility criteria for declaring Waqf. Now again, 5 years. It should not, like, let's say I fell in love with a Muslim girl. I'm a Hindu. So I loved her and I converted. So then, like, I have to wait for 5 years and then I can assign my land as Waqf land. People will be like, dude, what are you doing? So please understand what I'm saying. Why 5 years? Why not 1 year or 2 years, 3 or 4 years? Or why not 10 years? From where are we getting this data of 5 years? So restricting the ability to declare Waqf to individuals practicing Islam for at least 5 years has been questioned for its unclear rationale and potential discrimination against recent converts. So you're okay. I will not go there. Let's just talk about it. So government asserts, we have talked about government justification. They want to keep a documentation of Waqf properties. They want to see what is the actual purpose of Waqf properties, whether it is used for so-called radicalization or not. And again, there has to be proper documentation. Otherwise, any land can be Waqf land in that case, right? So government asserts that the amendments to address issues, like aims to address issues and challenges in regulating and managing Waqf properties. We don't even know which are Waqf properties, which are not. Enhancing transparency, accountability, efficiency within Waqf board, because transparency and accountability, oh my God, transparency and accountability are there in your GS paper 2 main syllabus. Very good. So as of March 2025, the bill has been sent to Joint Parliamentary Committee, and that is what many people in Tamil Nadu also were saying, that this JPC is also not listening to them, bro. If it has been sent, you should listen to us. Just making it for the mere purpose of making JPC doesn't serve the purpose. It has to actually do for what it has been created. Okay, sir. This is a question in front of you. Consider the following statement regarding Waqf Amendment Bill. 3 statements are there in front of you. Based on whatever we have studied up until now, you can post your answer in the comment section. What do you think is the answer of this particular question? Very good. And now, again, the three questions which we have started or asked in the starting, whether this particular Waqf Amendment Bill 2024 undermines religious freedom, what do you think about it? Second question, whether these kind of bills or different kind of issues we have seen, and I have made a lot of videos on different kind of issues, which many people believe are tools to divert attention from the real issues which our country faces. Real issues: employment, health, education, improvement in social indicator, improvement in hunger index. These are the real issues. So do you think this Waqf Amendment Bill is a tool to divert attention? Do share your views. And then third, do you support Tamil Nadu's stance against Centre's Waqf Amendment Bill? Whatever is your view or are your views regarding these three questions, you can post it in the comment section. If you want to share something more about this particular bill, Tamil Nadu stance, your state stance against this particular bill, you are free to do that. Whatever you want to talk about this issue, you are free to do that. And you can do it in the comment section. I will share this particular PDF along with the answer of the question which I just asked in my Telegram channel, Fun Study with Shubh, because study should be fun. Very good. So, again, one more thing, our March morning batch. Admissions are closing on 31st March 2025. You can use my code SHS Live to get maximum discounts. And if you're preparing for 2026, enroll at the earliest, because if you clear 2026 prelims, you will get full refund. If you're a monthly top performer, you will get 11,000 reward. Prelims and Mains Residential Program is there. And IGP, Interview Guidance Program, is also there, because this is P2I, Prelims to Interview. Very good. So that's it from me, sir and ma'am. And I will see you soon. Take care. Be blessed. Do share your views. Tata. Bye-bye.